everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I am Shannon Hoskinson, and this is my good friend, Stacey Potter, and we are partners in this business, and chances are that you know one of us, whether through Instagram or Facebook, or you're already using products, or you follow one of us and you want to learn more about intermittent fasting. And so we are here tonight to chat just a little bit about that. I've been doing intermittent fasting for 3.5 years. It was kind of by accident that I found it. It wasn't something I was looking to do in my life. And I will tell you that story here in a little bit. But I want you to hear from Stacey really fast, because it was really Stacey's idea. Sorry, I need to mute everybody and I have to figure out how to do that. But it was really Stacey's idea to start this. And so I can't figure out how to mute everybody anyway, but I want her to chat just a little bit about why she said, hey, Shannon, we should really do some intermittent fasting training. So you take it away.
Hey, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Stacey Potter, like Shannon said. So I saw some people talking a lot about intermittent fasting and having results with intermittent fasting and plexus. And I knew that Shannon did intermittent fasting. I was not doing intermittent fasting at the time. I just knew, and I kept listening to her talk about it. And I'm like,
oh, sorry, Stacey, hold on.
I got it. I unmuted myself. Thank you. We are professionals. So I saw a lot of people doing intermittent fasting and plexus, and the combination of the two really work well together. And I said to Shannon, we should really try this, because I knew she knew a lot about intermittent fasting. I did not. Like I said, I was not doing it at the time. I was kind of watching her, but super hesitant, because I love my coffee and creamer in the morning. Anybody relate? That was me. I did not want to give that up. Under no circumstances. That was my one vice, and I wasn't going to give it up. Surprise. I never say never anymore about anything, because I have given that up, at least during my fasting window. And so we talked a lot about it. I kept learning from her and seeing all the benefits, and really just realized that even if you're not on a weight loss mission, there are so many health benefits to intermittent fasting. And that's really what I was looking for. I have a history of some cognitive decline from mold toxicity. I'm not going to get into that story, but I really was looking at, can this help me get some of my mental focus back? And can this help me work on getting over some cravings? Because everybody has those, right? And I was doing really well. I've been doing really well with plexus, but sugar is a slippery slope. And once I went down that road, it was like pulling myself back out again. So I just knew that intermittent fasting was different and had a lot of benefits. So I mentioned it to Shannon, and that's really where our IF plus plexus Facebook group was born. We decided to create this group where we could educate and inform people about intermittent fasting. We hear from a lot of people that they've tried intermittent fasting and it hasn't worked for them before. And we know now it's probably some small tweaks that might make a world of difference in their intermittent fasting journey. And so this has just been an amazing group. We have a ton of amazing people in this group, and the stories that we keep hearing from everybody and the success that they're having has been unbelievable. We love our community. We love our people in there, because they are just so encouraging and supportive of each other. And it's been great. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So when Stace first came to me, I was like, well, yeah, we could do that. We could share about intermittent fasting, but I didn't do it for weight loss. Like I didn't do that. So a little bit of my story is that when I was pregnant with my third kiddo, just to give you some perspective, I went to the doctor for my 28-week checkup, weighing in at 130 pounds, okay, at 28 weeks pregnant. And my glucose that morning was so high, I couldn't even take the test. Like they wouldn't even let me drink the drink. And I was devastated. I was like, what just happened here? Because I had worked so hard to be in shape and to be healthy. And I just couldn't believe it. So I saw an endocrinologist. I was insulin dependent that entire pregnancy, which is usually unheard of with gestational diabetes. Usually you can get it under control with food. I couldn't. And I was so mad. I would go to my endocrinologist every week. I'd be so mad about that dang number, that I still had to give myself insulin. And she just was like, you can't control what your liver does overnight. I'm sorry. Your liver just makes its own choices. I'm like, all right, fine. Well, fast forward, I had my third baby. You know, the endocrinologist told me you have to lose all that weight. I mean, I think I weighed all of 135 pounds when I gave birth to Anna. So I lost all that weight really fast. It wasn't hard. And then fast forward some time, I started to not feel good, and I just blamed it on being stressed out. I blamed it on being a homeschool mom. I was tired all the time, chronic sinus infections, all these things, got the flu. It was a mess. And my blood work came back that year and it said my A1C is high, which is your like 3 month worth of your glucose numbers. And I got an email from the doctor, and the doctor said, you just need to lose weight and exercise and eat right. And so I promptly emailed back and I said, well, I weigh 115 pounds and I'm 5'1". Do you really want me to lose more weight? Oh, no, sorry. That's just what we tell everybody. This is my primary care, not my endo. And then I said, well, what do you want me to do? He said, oh, we'll just put you on that form and it'll be fine. No, I was not okay with that answer. I said, no, forget you. I made an appointment with my endocrinologist that took 6 months to get in to see her because that's how popular she is. And during that time, then my friend Alexa was talking about, energy and mental clarity. And I thought, man, I could really use that because I'm so tired right now. And so I just jumped on board with products. I checked with nobody. I didn't care. I just wanted to feel better. And then by the time I got in to see my endocrinologist, I was 3 months on Plexus and feeling great. So she was like, why are you here to see me? Because my blood work says something is crazy. She's like, no, you're right. It does. So we need to do some tests. She ran them all. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I'm just insulin resistant. I'm just an anomaly. Like she said, my body makes its own choices. My pancreas is sluggish. It doesn't matter how hard I work. It doesn't matter how well I eat. It doesn't matter how much I exercise. My body is just going to make its own choices. And so because at the time I was using products and feeling good, she said, stay on it, whatever you're doing, because you clearly are feeling good, and let's incorporate intermittent fasting. So that's how that entered my life. Is I learned about it 3.5 years ago, before it was a thing, before the weight loss crowd took it and made it kind of what it is today. So I've been doing it for 3.5 years, really as a way to stay off of prescription medications. And it's worked really well. Like I just had my 3-year checkup with her, and everything is amazing. And we had this great conversation about how my cholesterol looks good and my thyroid looks amazing. And then she started talking to me about menopause, because apparently I'm almost 40 and that's like a thing. And so we had to talk about that. But, it was really interesting because she said that if you can do intermittent fasting before you hit menopause, it's really good for you. And I was like, oh, I never would have put that together. So she just kind of said, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, don't stop. Menopause is going to be so much easier for you. So I was like, well, hey, I'm here for it. So a lot of our decision to do this intermittent fasting crash course was twofold. One, we knew people were really struggling with losing weight in a healthy way, and we really believe in that. We believe in a sustainable lifestyle. We are not quick fixers. That's just never going to work out for you. And two, I knew the benefits of it. Like for anyone that struggles with glucose imbalance or anything like that, I knew the benefits. And we really wanted to educate people on the correct way to do intermittent fasting, because there are a lot of people like my husband who have dabbled with it and have done it wrong and have said that it doesn't work. And we just don't fight about that in this marriage. And so, I just am like, okay, we're kind of a Chandler and Monica situation off of Friends. So I'm like, okay, you do you, and I'll just be me over here, and I'll just be feeling good while you're fussing. But but there's a lot of that. And I think it's just because people don't give it long enough, or you don't understand the why behind it. And so I want to talk about that real quick. Like, why is intermittent fasting so beneficial for your body? And it's beneficial for your body because it's a lifestyle. So when we talk about intermittent fasting, it's just a pattern of eating. It's a lifestyle where we fast for a certain amount of time and then we eat during a certain amount of time. And that doesn't mean you gobble everything in sight. It just means you're shortening your eating window to give your body a longer amount of time to process everything going on in its body. Because no matter who you are, Okay, your body is going to process glucose in a very similar way. Okay, you're going to go to sleep at night, and any glucose that's left over from the day, your body is going to store various places. And usually it stores it for energy because your body thinks it's super easy to use glucose for energy. It is. It's not hard. That's why you crave sugar. When you're tired, that's why your brain signals you to go get some candy, because it's like, feed me that sugar, please, because it's super easy to use for energy, but then you crash, right? And so your body stores it overnight, and it's going to work out a plan for it. And here's what happens is if you don't end up using up all that glucose before you eat again, your body says, oh, I'll just store that as fat. Thank you very much. I'll just hold on to it. And we don't want that. And so what we want to do with intermittent fasting then is the theory is by 12 hours of not eating, okay, of only drinking water, black coffee or tea, nothing sweetened, even stevia, nothing. By 12 hours, your body in theory has used up all of its glucose stores. Okay, so it no longer has glucose to store as fat. Okay, so minimal 12 hours. Anything beyond 12 hours, in theory, your body is triggering a fat burning response. Your body goes into fat burning mode, and now it burns fat for fuel. So it's kind of like the keto idea without the keto diet. Okay, and so then from 12 hours on to when you break your fast, your body is in fat burning mode. So we promote a 16-8. That's very sustainable. Anything longer can be too hard to do because within your eating window, if you don't get enough calories, you're going to wreck your metabolism. You need 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day still, and you can very easily get that. And then with intermittent fasting, you guys, you don't have to count anything. I count nothing. I don't count my carbs. I don't count my macros. I count nothing because my body is working so well and so efficiently that I know when I don't feel good, and I know when I'm full. Like after volleyball last night, we went and I had a salad at Culver's, and then Anna got some ice cream. So I thought, oh, I'll get a little bit too. I didn't even finish it. I was full. Like I was like, oh, I'm done. And I don't want to eat anymore because I know I won't feel good. Like that's amazing. And as I left, I thought, that's a really good feeling to feel full, right? Like that feels really good. So that's the why behind intermittent fasting. It's just a lifestyle choice where you eat within a certain window and there are no rules. I ate ice cream last night. Sometimes I drink wine. I do it all in moderation. I don't restrict myself. I don't believe in a restrictive lifestyle because you'll just give up or you think it won't work or whatever, right? This is very sustainable. I've been doing it for 3.5 years. How long have you been doing it, Stace?
So I started, well, when we first started our first group, so 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm. And you were kind of dabbling before that, but you were a dirty faster with that coffee of yours. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the first month I was, first of all, not consistent. And the second month I dirty fasted with Slim. And I did have coffee during that too. And then I worked the coffee out and just, I moved that to my feasting window.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point where it's in my feasting window, but most of the time I don't actually want it. By the time we get to it. And I have not adopted black coffee. So Siobhan, like kudos to you and anybody else who loves the black coffee. Shannon does too. I have not adopted it and that's okay. Like I'm realizing now, actually, I don't really need it. There are some mornings I wake up and I'm like, I kind of want it, but I just keep drinking water and I go to the gym instead.
Yeah.
Just go to the gym instead and then I'm fine. I quit thinking about it and it's fine.
Yeah.
So it's a process. And I think that's the thing, like, if you get started and you feel like 16 hours is too much, it probably is at first. So like we can baby step you into the process.
Right.
Starting with just not eating at night and then working up to a 12-hour fast and keep, gradually increasing up to 16 hours where it's doable for you so that you can manage it well, right?
Yeah.
And make it consistent.
And that is something we do in the crash course, which a lot of you have participated in. And then a lot of you that are watching the recording are wondering, what is that? And it's really just where we take 2 weeks and we teach you all of these things we're talking about. And we plug you into a community of little cheerleaders, of other people that are doing it and that are excited and that can answer your questions. And we just talk a lot about, drinking your water, and then we give you some health tips. And so something that we really believe in is healthy supplementation. And we just so happen to use products with a company that were developed by an endocrinologist for type 2 diabetics, amazingly, like who knew? But they just found that, this works really well. So something we do then is we do intermittent fasting and it's great, but sometimes we still need an extra boost, right? We still need help. I mean, our bodies are depleted, and no matter who you are, like I've already told you, I was exercising and eating all the right things. I still needed some supplementation. And so something that we have really found that really helps the benefits of intermittent fasting, whatever you're looking for, less brain fog, more energy, better sleep, weight loss. I mean, I had a friend today, you guys, 3 weeks in, 6 inches. 6 inches. Oh my goodness. Like that feels amazing. The girl said, I think I have abs. Like 6 inches. So we're really big about measuring in inches, but I want to talk to you real quick about the products we use and why. And so the very crux of the whole thing is what we call the pink drink. It is named Slim. I don't like that name. It's just the name they came up with it. But this drink is for anybody. We've actually had people use this drink that need to gain weight. There are people that can't gain weight, and this will help because weight loss, fat loss is all tied to how your body processes glucose. It just is. And your body needs some help. And this drink is meant to help you have balanced blood sugar, right? Healthy blood sugar. When our blood sugar is balanced, our insulin is balanced. Our insulin's our master hormone. Your insulin is in charge of everything. It's in charge of how well your thyroid runs. It's in charge of your metabolism, which just naturally slows down as you get older. It's just a thing, you guys. It's in charge of your PMS, whether or not you can lose weight. And so a lot of us don't understand that if we have imbalance in our body, all of those other things aren't going to go well, and then we can't lose weight. If you are riddled with sugar cravings, you're not going to lose weight. If you're overeating, you're not going to lose weight. If you're not sleeping 7 hours a day at least or getting quality sleep, you're not going to lose the weight. Your body just goes into freak out mode and it says, oh no, I'm not getting what I need. So I think I'll just store all this fat just in case. It's just what it does. And so this is the main drink, but this is also really special because it has prebiotics in it and it's just amazing. And so this is full of prebiotics. This is full of glucose balancing ingredients that are clinically proven to bring balance to your glucose and antioxidants. And that's important because it just flushes your system of toxins that we're exposed to every day. I don't care who you are. If you breathe air outside, you're exposed to toxins. If you are a human being, you have stress, which creates an imbalance in your body. So this is amazing. This thing right, I love it. I drink it every day. I've been drinking it for 3.5 years. We have 2 kinds. I'm not going to go into that right now because we can ask questions later. Okay. But that right there is amazing. We really love to break our fast with this because if you get to 16 hours, break your fast with this, now you're balanced. And by the time you go to eat lunch, you're not starving. It's awesome. Now, something we love to talk about is breaking your fast with a healthy option. And we suggest a healthy meal replacement option and not just any, because regardless of the fact that I work for this company, I have never seen one as clean as ours. Okay. It's just the cleanest. It's manufactured where there's no like cross contamination. It's all gluten free. It's all the good stuff. But I love this because by the time you mix it with coconut milk, it is under the 25 carb count that I encourage for lunch. I only encourage you to restrict carbs at lunch and snack just because your body needs that time to process, and then dinner can be whatever you want it to be. So we promote that. Use a healthy meal replacement shake to have lunch. Have a snack later, right? Like I drink this and then I have a snack in the afternoon in 25 carbs, and then dinner is whatever. I mean, I'm just looking to make sure it's under-ish 25 carbs. The other things that are a game changer are MetaBurn. And MetaBurn is a game changer because this is amazing thyroid support, first of all, which a lot of us need. It's also a mood boost and a metabolism booster because if we're doing intermittent fasting, we're also trying to bring balance to our body and increase our metabolism. And we do promote exercising while you're fasted. And a lot of you might feel like that's hard and you don't have the energy for it, or you're used to using a pre-workout that's caloried. We don't want you to do that. So this is actually a really good pre-workout. I actually use this daily. It brings amazing focus to my body. And I know, like, I can't make claims, but I know this is why my thyroid number is looking really good. Like why nothing changed this last year, because I got serious about using this product. And then my most favorite product right now that I used to hate is Balance. Okay. Balance is a product that came out and I tried it and I hated it. I'm not going to lie. I hated it. I told nobody about it. I was like, don't order that product. It's terrible because it gave me gas and everything else. Well, I wasn't using it quite right, honestly. The reason why balance is so good. So the way I've started using it, this is my secret weapon. Okay. If any of you saw my testimony about losing the 5 holiday pounds and 2 inches in 5 weeks, this is what I did. I added this in and I did an experiment. I take one at night and one in the morning because this product is meant to slow the absorption of carbs and sugars in your body. Well, what is happening at night? Your body is deciding where to put all those carbs and sugars, AKA your glucose. Well, if you take one of these and it's slowing the absorption and blocking it a little bit, that means you're going to wake up with less of it in your system. And then if you take another one in the morning, any of that glucose that your liver dumped overnight, because it does to wake you up, now you take one more to help slow the absorption and block a little bit of that glucose into your system. And so it just helps your body be more balanced. I've loved taking it this way. My tummy doesn't hurt when I take it this way. I love it. And I've noticed a huge shift during my fasting time. I'm not hungry. Actually, the last 2 days I've been able to fast 18 hours without realizing it. I wasn't even hungry. I'm not thinking about food. And then I was telling Stacy this morning, when I wake up in the morning, I'm just wake up better. And that could be because my body is sluggish, because my liver dumps way too much glucose and I wake up with a high glucose number anyway. And I don't know if you know this, but your glucose naturally rises until you do eat because it's just how your body works. So if you go and you eat a high carb breakfast, that's why you feel terrible and you like now need a nap or you need to like sleep your day away. But my body is sluggish. So this really helps me. But we've seen some other people do this. This is like the secret sauce. So Stace, what do you want to say about how you use your products?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much do the same thing. I've been taking balance at night and then again in the morning as well. And I do believe it's helping big time. And I used to take MetaBurn at the same time, like it's 2 a day is what it's recommended to take. And I would take them both at the same time with my lunch because I didn't think I could handle it on an empty stomach. And I've actually been taking one during my fast and I have noticed a huge difference. I totally tolerate it just fine. And because you can't drink active unless you want a dirty fast during your fasting window, that motivation to go work out when you're fasting, it's a little bit harder, but MetaBurn has given me the energy to want to go do that. And I've noticed a huge boost in mental clarity, both with fasting and with MetaBurn. So it's been huge for that. I just feel like I can focus more when I do that on an empty stomach. So that's been a huge benefit. So
yeah. So I'm only talking about these tonight because this leads into our fun May challenge. I'm so excited. Okay, so for a long time now, Stacy and I have thought about, wouldn't it be so fun to do a challenge and give away prizes and all of this? And it's just always felt like a lot to manage. But we have seen the benefit in using these products. And we know that a lot of people that have been with us, we want to do an intermittent fasting crash course again, but we want it to be a little bit different. We want to give the information for people who are new, but then those of you that have been with us for a while who are like, how do you take your products and how do I see results? We want to give you a fun challenge where you can use products along with it. Even if you're new, you can use products along with it. So we're so excited because starting May 10th, so May 10th through May 28th,
31st, 21. Yeah, 21 days. May 31st.
Wow, I didn't think about the fact that I was going to be in Florida and celebrating my anniversary during this. That's fine. That's fine. It's a lifestyle. I can adopt all of this. Okay, but we're going to do a really fun challenge where we're going to give you all the chance to participate for some fun prizes just for 21 days. Okay, and so we, for 21 days, really want to call you into using a conglomerate of these products, ideally Pink Drink and the meal replacement shakes, where you would do fasting for 21 days, break your fast with your Pink Drink, use a meal replacement shake for lunch, have a snack in the afternoon, and then whatever for dinner. That's ideally what you would use. Now, some of you are like, I don't want to use the meal replacement shakes. That's okay. We want to encourage you to maybe adopt a few of these in there. There's not a right or wrong or a have to, but we really, for those of you that are like, our order, that you order your products, like we just want to give you a fun way to like use these products and be encouraged on how to use them and give you a fun way to boost your weight loss efforts. Like we know people are like, how do I do this quicker? And the true story is that, I'm sorry, your body just is going to go on its own time. Like, you don't actually get to choose your results. You get to choose how you show up, and you get to choose what you do to get there, but I can't make guarantees about your body. However, I can tell you that if you use these products and you use them the way we encourage you to do, you can really boost your efforts. And we're doing that right now because so many people we're talking to have COVID weight and they're overweight, or their doctor has told them to lose weight. And so we don't believe in a quick fix, but we think, man, if we could give 21 days of a dedicated effort, I bet some of us would really see like that little extra 5 pounds or that 6 inches of bloat or whatever just leave. And then now you have a lifestyle to sustain it. Okay. And then maybe you'll really love these products and keep using them the way we have. That's what we love about it. So the challenge is going to go from the 10th to the 31st. And it's really easy. You either just are brand new with a welcome pack purchase, which your friend, if you're, whenever you're watching this, reach out to your friend. They'll help you with a welcome pack. Or if you're already ordering, your monthly order counts for you, first of all, to be entered into the contest. The second thing we're going to ask you to do is to do a $5 buy-in. And that's just because we want to give away a large cash prize. We plan to give away $100 for one person who gets the most points. We plan to give away other prizes too for other categories. And so some of those categories will be the most consistent, pounds, inches lost, all of those things. And this isn't a have to, we just want to give you a fun way to do it. And we want to give away some fun prizes. So if you're listening to this now or later, we have a group that all of the information is going to be posted in, and most of you are in it. It's in the IF and Plexus group. Right after this call, right after we're done here, it's all going to get posted. Everything you need to know is going to get posted, but you just need to know that there's a $5 buy-in, and there will be a $100 prize for sure, maybe more depending on how many people buy in. And then either a welcome pack or a 100 PB order. And it will all be very organized. And then I think the part I'm the most excited about is that we've partnered with another person in the company, and there's an accountability sheet, which is so fun. You can print it off, you put it on your fridge, and essentially every day you're just shooting to take your products, drink your water, move your body. That's it. That's it. And for those of you that are super gung-ho, what's that?
And stick to intermittent fasting.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, ideally you would do that. But the accountability sheet is just those things. Then every day you just can mark it off, right? And then screenshot it when it's done. So easy. I actually have my husband excited about this. You have your husband excited about this. Because it's just easy, right? Like if we can just incorporate those things every day. And then what was I going to say about that? Oh, I forgot. Intermittent fasting, I forget. But I'm excited about the sheet because I think it's a great way just to keep track of everything. And then we will ask for, like, if you want, like for some of the other categories, before and after pictures, take your measurements, those kinds of things. Just a fun, what we're going to call belly buster challenge. I know what it was. We have a few different meal plans you could follow too if you really wanted to. So we will present some of those, but nothing is a have to. Like, nothing's a have to. I don't ever want someone to feel like, they have to do all these things. They feel like they're a failure if they don't meet their goals. I really believe if you just commit to daily water intake, exercise, healthy supplementation, and then for sure incorporate intermittent fasting if you're trying to lose weight, the sky is the limit for you. And you can be 3.5 years in and feel great and have your doctor tell you that you're going to like sail through menopause without any problems. I mean, woohoo! Welcome to my 40s, I guess. I'm not even 40 yet. So that is that. So that is all about the challenge. So yeah, I guess if you're watching this as the recording, get in touch with me or Stacy or your friend that invited you to watch it. They will help you get into the group. They will help you get the products and help you understand what is going on. Okay. I am going to officially stop this recording right now. So goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this if you watched.